Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be this: understanding the theory of TMS or PDP. So understanding the theory, struggling to apply it. So understanding the theory, struggling to apply it. So see if you can relax your body. Just allow your breathing to do whatever it does naturally, calmly, fully, slowly. We do that because it's a message of safety. It's a great way to convince your subconscious brain you're safe. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be in a relaxed body breathing comfortably. That's a good place to go if you are in a high state of fear, fight or flight, stress, pain, symptoms, freak out. Allow your body to relax and allow your breathing to just slow down. So, understanding the theory, struggling to apply it. This actually came in from a comment over the internet, one of the social media channels. And it's a good question or a good topic suggestion, because so many people tell me all the time, Dan, I understand it's TMS. I've done the assessments. I know it's TMS. Why am I not better yet? Or I know what I need to do, but I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too hard. Don't know how to calm the fears. Don't know how to stop freaking out. Don't know how to stop worrying about it. I don't know how to stop hyper-focusing on and being afraid of the symptoms, even though they understand the theory of it and what's going on. So, it's an extremely common thing. A lot of people who are aware of my story go, holy crap, Dan, it took you 13 years to get better? If it took you that long, how long is it going to take me? Because I don't know half as much as you do. I didn't know all this stuff back then. And I've been lately kind of concluding and sharing that it didn't take me 13 years of recovery. I made all the mistakes possible for 12.8 years, approximately. And in the last 0.2 years, things started to come together where accidentally, without even knowing what I was doing, I stumbled onto indifference, saying yes to life, regaining activity, whether the symptoms were there or not, talking about the symptoms less, focusing on them less, engaging in the real world more. All the things I teach on a daily basis, I somehow accidentally kind of stumbled into. And the pain went away, but I was still afraid of it coming back. I remember being on a treadmill, going from a fast walk to just a little bit faster to where I had to jog. Take 5 steps and whoa, you feel the back tighten up and slow it back down to the walk. Had to do that over and over and over again. So gradual exposure. I was scared. It's normal. Finally got through it. Just persistence. Got to the point where I beat my head against the wall, the TMS wall. I tried so darn hard that I just decided I'm not going to try so hard. I'm just going to make living my life more important than fixing anything. Right? Kind of accepted. I didn't resign myself to pain forever, but I just accepted where I was and stopped resisting and stopped fighting and stopped focusing and speaking about it and being the back pain guy. Stopped identifying with that, condition, if you will. So, if you're completely understanding of how this stuff works, but you're struggling to apply it, I'm going to still point you back to the foundational stuff, because a lot of people say, I understand what's going on. Did you take the pain test? Yeah, I got a 42, for example. I'm like, okay, that's TMS. I said, so what's keeping the fear around? I don't know, sometimes I wonder if it's really TMS. I'm like, you have evidence. These the questions from the pain test and the FIT assessment. I didn't make this stuff up. These came from the medical doctors in the TMS space who have been working in this field for decades. So it's pretty darn reliable that if you are answering any of the questions in the FIT assessment as true, or you get a score over 29 on the pain test, what you have is TMS. Your symptoms are behaving like TMS. Or, again, I'll call it perceived danger pain or symptoms. Super important. Don't decide that it feels too real to believe it's TMS, because if you do that, you're delaying recovery. If that's the case, you're struggling to apply it because you're refusing to apply it. I talk all the time the value of the fundamentals. Excuse me. What causes symptoms? Perceived danger. 2, does it apply to me? Do the assessments. Is this PDP.com? If it says it's TMS, PDP, that's what it is. Make a decision to accept that. Make a commitment not to waver, not to go back and forth. Yeah, you might have a flare-up. You may have a very colorful day. But you don't have to second guess everything that you've done the research on and done the assessments on. Stay firm with it. Commit. There will come a point in time when you literally go from the intellectual knowledge, I understand the knowledge of perceived danger, TMS, but the knowledge will eventually go to a deep knowing, where one day you're just going to really get the hint that says, holy crap, there's really nothing wrong with me. That's what I wish for you, because once you hit that point, things get easier. Not easy, but easier. And that point of saying, holy shit, there's really nothing wrong with me, that's a decision you can make. It's a realization you can help by looking at the facts, looking at how the system called the human body, the brain, the pain system, the nervous system all works, doing the assessments, accepting the results of the assessments, and saying, darn it, that's me. And by default, it means you're not broken. There's really nothing wrong with you. Sarno used to dismiss his patients from his office. There's nothing wrong with you. Go live your life. Right? That's what I'm telling you. If you've done the assessments and it says TMS, there's nothing wrong with you. Go live your life. But there's so many people who say, yeah, but Dan, I don't know. Just had somebody today asking or commenting, I think on Instagram, that says, yeah, I get all this stuff, but I'm still struggling with when I should stop doing whatever activity I'm doing because I'm afraid I'm going to do too much. Search YouTube. Go to YouTube. Search pain-free you too much. Did a whole video on, am I doing too much? Am I doing too much? It's not the activity that's the issue. It's the brain's fear. And it could be that the fear is fueled by your worry about doing the activity in the first place. It's definitely perceiving danger when you say, I have a limit as to how much I can do, but I don't know where that is, so I'm terrified to do too much because the symptoms may flare and then I'll be in trouble. And a lot of these people jump to the conclusion that says, if I can't figure out what that line is of too much, I'm never going to get better. If there's really nothing wrong with you, is there such a thing as too much physically? I get it. Yes, if you go run a marathon without training, you're going to hurt for weeks. May not even make it through the marathon. I know I wouldn't. But fear is the issue. Conscious fear. And if there's a lot of conscious fear, the subconscious is going to perceive it too. Perceived danger, it's not just the conscious fear. The subconscious is the one that makes the ultimate decision as to whether or not symptoms are needed. Because sometimes we might not even be having a conscious thought, a conscious fearful thought, and the symptoms turn on or turn up. The subconscious is driving the bus. So how the heck do we get to the subconscious? Through the conscious brain. Consistently, calmly, reassuringly, staying out of the freak out zone as much as possible, moving towards indifference with the conscious thinking, intelligent brain, sending the right messages of safety consistently over and over and over again. Eventually, through the conscious, it will be received in the subconscious. And when it's received, the subconscious will start to dial down or turn off the symptoms and pains. That's how it works. Can you accelerate that? Yeah, by making a decision to accept that TMS, perceived danger pain, is the only thing that's going on. Write out what you doubt. Doubt is huge because doubt will absolutely delay recovery. So if you're saying, I understand the theory, but how come I'm not better? Literally, get out a pen and paper and write down what are the things I doubt about my body, about my condition, about the source of my symptoms, about the assessments. Do I not trust them? Do I wonder if they're accurate? What else do I doubt? Do I doubt my ability to do this stuff? Do I think I'm too anxious to get this done? What else do I doubt? Do I doubt that I'm able to find that balance between doing too much and doing just enough to keep on progressing? What do you doubt? Write it out. Those are the things you need to figure out how to squash. Because as long as those doubts live, they're going to continue to give that brain that perception of danger. Because the brain in doubt has a certain amount of fear to it, right? Especially about chronic symptoms. You know, if you've got stomach distress and, I don't know, maybe it is SIBO, maybe it's a gut biome, maybe it's this. Maybe I just haven't found the perfect supplement or, probiotic yet. Doubt is going to keep symptoms going because the brain's always going to perceive danger, right? I don't want to make this a digestive conversation. It was just the example. So write out where your doubts are. Comment below. Tell me what you doubt, because we got to squash them. And if I can, I'll help you with that. If you'd like to have a discussion with me to squash those doubts, let's get on the call. Join the group, even if just for a month. I do 16 to 18 group calls per month. 3 hours each. That's like 48 hours worth of open office call-in times when you can show up on Zoom, share your progress, ask questions, get direct access to me. Up to 48 hours for less, about half the cost of one 90-minute coaching session with me. You can show up 16 to 18 times and have conversations with me for less than half the price of a single coaching call. So for anybody who thinks, oh, come on, Dan, I really want the one-on-one call. Number one, I don't do it. I don't have enough time to handle that demand. Number two, the group is so much more valuable because not only do you get me, but you get the support of the entire community. You get to learn from other people's questions, the answers and the coaching they receive. You get to see and be encouraged by other people's progress. We're implementing the things that we teach in the group, which are the things I teach in these calls. I don't hold anything back, folks. You're getting it all here in these daily videos. So, if you understand the theory, struggling to apply it, go back to fundamentals. Evaluate your doubt. If there's doubt, let's squash that once and for all. And if your doubt is around your ability to implement these concepts, let's squash that too. But let's also give you the support you need. Because in that group program, you're going to get lifted up and carried by the momentum of the group and the community and the family there. People are making lifetime friends there. You can too. The support is incredible there. So, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Understanding the theory, struggling to implement, it's doable. It's probable. You're capable. I believe in you. The fact that you haven't done it yet just means you haven't overcome the fear yet. So, I'm going to wrap it up, folks. Hope everybody's doing great. Welcome to the weekend. It's a Friday. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Love you.